Hi guys, I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. This message is going to be for the weekend ahead. However, whenever you see it, if it resonates with you, then it's meant for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before I forget the I am affirmations, I'm going to go ahead and share them. I am protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind me. I am no longer a prisoner to my past. Today, I will accept and love myself for who and what I am. I am change. So real quick, I want to just go ahead and ground our energy. A lot of people I've been talking to have been going through some really strange moments. I have been going through some strange moments. I think you guys have probably heard me say April during May videos several times. And if I haven't said it, I've been thinking about it. And then the last couple few days, I've had some really weird experiences where, first of all, let me back up. I've been meditating a lot more than I used to get back to the states of being that I was previous to a dark night of the soul that was on and off for about 2 years. Anyhow, so I started meditating again. I got to this place of where I am now starting to, instead of tapping into timelines into the future, I am tapping into timelines, like reversing the timelines or something like that. So basically what has been happening is, I'll give an example. I took my earrings out just like I do every single night, along with taking my rings off. I only leave this ring on for whatever reason. I've always left it on. It's a heart, so I leave it on as a symbol of love. But anyway, I took my earrings out, put them in with my rings, and then when I can't remember if it was right before I went to lay down or when I laid down, I noticed that they were in, and I was like, wait a minute, I know for sure that I took them off. And then something had happened when I had set something on the counter and went back, and it was no longer sitting on the counter. And I was like, okay, this is just weird. 3 days in a row, something strange had happened. It wasn't really strange, but it would be if I wasn't somebody that had already been aware of like magical things happening like that. So anyway, there's some really strange energies that a lot of us are going through. So let's just ground our energy real quick. Typically, I would use the Earth Star chakra, but for whatever reason, I'm feeling like we are needing to just imagine the whole entire aura being grounded. So we're not going to focus on any particular chakra. We're just going to close our eyes and just go along with what I'm guiding, guys, and we'll ground our energy real quick. Source God, higher self of this watching, I ask that you be with us now as we ground our energy with our aura, please. Not any particular chakra, but all of our aura, please. Thank you. God, lead us, check me through this. Okay, what I'm seeing is just a lot of what seems to be like a weighted down energy within the aura. They're basically showing me like the movement in the aura is not very free flowing, and there's what is it called? I can't think. Feng shui, like, you know how when you have things that are just kind of flowing, things are at their optimal health, the optimal energy, what have you. And I'm feeling like they're showing me this version of the energy not moving around and kind of being stagnant or stale or maybe just really even heavy. So we're just going to imagine this energy not moving around very much. It may look kind of darker or dull is what they're telling me. It's dull. Anyway, we're just going to imagine that we are opening up the bottom of our aura. And as we do that, we're going to instantly start to feel a pull to the earth. I automatically feel like the magnetic field is starting to pull on our energy. You may even feel as if some of it is pushing into your energy. So you may just feel like that push and pull for just a moment. Just internally think about your energy going down into the earth and transforming, or even energy from the magnetic field coming up into your energy field. Imagine seeing that dense energy or stagnant, not moving, not free-flowing very well. See that start to get brighter, not as dull, moving around and kind of mixing and mingling. You may see multiple colors to your aura even. Now I'm starting to feel like a pulsating energy that's coming right from the center of my aura. And I feel it pulsating out. And as it's doing that, it's slowly expanding the aura just a little bit more. With each pulse that I feel it expanding a little bit. Okay, guys, and I heard it is done. So 5:05, I was told to tell you guys, as soon as I opened my eyes up, looking at the clock, that's what it was. Anyway, that's just one quick exercise to ground your energy. There is multiple ways of grounding your energy. Which cards do I start out with, please? Thank you. Let's see what kind of messages we get for this weekend. Again, however, whenever you see them, if it resonates with you, then it's meant for you. So you may be feeling pulled back to like some earthly type of connections when it comes to spiritual practices and healing rituals, things of that sort. You may feel as if you're being led to connect with crystals more, maybe even water or the ocean. This is Lemuria Returns. This is about earthly spirituality, community, connection, 555. You guys can look that up on Sacred Scribes as well, but it's about earthly connection, connection with, I'm even hearing for some of you with animals and trees. Some of you have been feeling a sense of feeling trapped, weighed down a little bit, like you just aren't moving forward very well. This is not for all of you. I had felt like I was in a stuck energy for quite some time. Then all of a sudden I felt like I was getting unstuck. And I'm starting to get out of that energy. And I feel like this is what this card is referring to is, some of you may have been in like this, like emotional, I don't want to say turmoil, but just really facing some stuff. And now you're feeling as if you're unstuck. But some of that unstuck feeling or the burdens that's being lifted is because of your connection with the crystals, with the earth. Maybe some of you are asking how to do healing with crystals. So you're starting to learn how to pull in energy, how to release energy, maybe even laying with crystals all over your body and connecting with those. 654, I was told to tell you guys. And then some of you may even need to connect with not just crystals, but even shells, because this is a card of connection and rituals with shells, using them for healing and using them for some sort of rituals, maybe even manifestation. But I'm seeing somebody saging and using the shell as a way of catching the ashes and a feather as a way of fanning it. So there may be something in connection with that somebody needed to hear. However, I was told to do the bottom two. So we have two cards that are talking about, I'm actually going to read both of these. We have two cards that are talking about something being lifted, a burden, a situation might be changing for the better, some sense of just peace. Something's being lifted, so it's bringing more peace, more, I'm hearing betterment, which is not at all what I was thinking, but I heard betterment. But this is about letting go. It's that energy of ascension, transcending through some sort of situation, energy, thought pattern, what have you. But it's talking about taking charge of your life and letting go of what no longer resonates with you. Some of you may be itching a lot. The last 2 days I've been itching all over my face, my feet, sometimes my hands, in the groin and underneath the armpit area. This is just your opioid receptors being open up. You don't have to take any kind of drugs. You don't have to do anything, but unlocking your DMT. Maybe even some of you have been meditating more, and it's starting to get your energy centers back in alignment. So you're starting to have that itching sensation. But to get back to the cards, this is a card of freedom, independence, feeling like you're on top of the world. So some of you have been getting back to your roots, doing the things that are helping you to feel more freedom, feel more secure. I am itching to death on my feet right now. This is also about determination to get something done, to maybe even follow through with a goal, or just follow through in general for whatever reason I am getting with this. Which cards do I go to, please? Which cards? Thank you. What other messages do you have for the weekend ahead in love, romance, finance? So, I wish I could remember this quote that I heard today. My dad and I was watching Dune. I went to work, then went over to his house, and we always pick out something to watch. We were watching the new Dune movie and the remake of the old one. But anyway, there was a comment on there about flowing. And, when you're not in flow, things just seem to be chaotic. So, the more that you just let go, where's it at? The more that you let go and just allow yourself to flow with what is happening in your life, the situations, the feelings and emotions that you're having, if Spirit's taking people or situations out of your life, just going with that, just flowing, trusting in something that you may not understand fully why it's happening. But as you do that, as you go with the flow of life, you're going to see that you're going to feel a lot more free. You're going to have this restriction just come up off of you. I feel like some of you are setting boundaries with yourself and maybe not allowing yourself to either watch TV until you meditate, or maybe you go out and walk instead of playing on your phone. But there's something that people are balancing out when it comes to not even really balanced. They're saying putting more time into your spiritual life than your physical life. So some of you have gotten into doing that a little bit more. And then some of you are being asked to take inspired action in some sort of direction. I do feel like a lot of you have been at a crossroads. You know that you're growing. You know that you've been putting in time and energy into something. But I feel like there's still something that Spirit has been saying, okay, I've seen you put time and energy into all of these other things I've led you to. Why are you holding yourself back in this? For me, it's healing. I keep telling you guys I'm going to make healing videos. I don't know why I am so self-conscious or why I have such a problem, 11-11. But because when I heal people, it gets done. When I teach people how to heal themselves, it gets done. There has been times when it hasn't, but those are like few and far in between. So I don't know exactly why that is there. It's probably some sort of programming of not feeling worthy or not feeling good enough or what have you. I've had that my entire life. I've been working on this for several years. However, some of you are in this situation where, Spirit's been saying, like, I want you to do this, do this, do this. And you're doing everything else that Spirit's telling you to do. And things are happening. Success is coming, accomplishment is being felt. But a lot of you are not understanding, like, there's something that's going to take you to a breakthrough. You're going to have some sort of breakthrough if you just do this one thing. So you are holding back your own blessings. I've been hearing this for quite some time. So whatever it is that you're being asked to follow through with, make sure that you're following through with at this time. There may be some pride involved. Some of you may be processing through humbling yourself in some way, shape, or form, or maybe having lessons when it comes to the ego. The good and the bad part of the ego. For whatever reason, I'm feeling that's coming up. But this card could also be about random news coming to you, sudden shock. And I'm feeling like some of this shock is to the system, the human system. And, a lot of us are upgrading our DNA to become a more galactic being. And as that happens, your physical human system goes through some sort of shock. And it can be like a jarring experience, especially if you're somebody who's newly awakened and don't understand what you're going through. Drink plenty of water, rest when you can. A lot of you are going to feel like you don't even want to work anymore. You want to get away from certain people. You want to just take yourself somewhere where you can be secluded. But while you're doing that and going through this, know that it's just part of an awakening that is helping you to become more free, more independent, more in connection with Spirit, with Source God, the angels, the universe, crystals, seeing the magic that comes with all those things. You're going through a major awakening. Look up the word awakening, ascension, spiritual awakening, whatever it is that has to do with what you're going through at this time. And you're going to get a bigger insight into what you're going through. Some of you are having multiple nights in a row where you're having sleepless nights. Maybe even, like I was telling you about the itching on the body, or it could be so many things. Your legs bothering you, having slight tension in your head. And the list goes on and on. I do have an Ascension symptom video. You guys might want to go check that out. 1414, guys. Yeah, so there's a long journey ahead for many of you. You're just newly awakened or realizing that you're awakened. You've been going through this journey probably for quite some time and you just didn't realize it till now is what I'm trying to say. And, some of you are being asked to just trust, practice trust, faith, patience, hope, and once you get to these places of like level changing, what am I trying to say? Getting to where you're understanding like oneness with the crystals, with the shells, maybe connection with the trees, because I keep feeling like trees, water, what have you. But you're trying different things, practicing over and over and over again, connecting with the sun. What I mean by connecting, when I say the word connecting in my videos, I mean that I'm taking my energy either out of my heart, out of my crown, third eye, something that I'm feeling intuitively led to connect with. And I'm seeing it, imagining it, 1515, going up to the sun and touching it, whatever, mingling with it. And most of the time I'll see the energy coming right back down to me. Sometimes I'll sun gaze and do that. I mean, anything and everything that has to do with nature or the universe, you can connect with. Other people's energy you can connect with. When you practice, the more that you practice, it becomes something that you start to feel and see and go through these supernatural experiences that you never could have fathomed could ever happen. And some of you are awakening to that. And it's going to be a long journey of awakening. There's going to be some really tough, challenging times when you have to let go of people. Things will be revealed to you that are going to make you really question what you've been taught growing up. Or, it could be about, for me, it was religion. And being raised as a Christian, I still have a lot of my Christian beliefs, but the way that I interpret the Bible is not the way that I was taught to interpret it. And it's because I took the time to seek truth and ask about truth and to evolve through that. And Spirit would show me certain things in the Bible that was true and I needed to follow, and certain things that was untrue, and the motives behind why it was changed or why it was written that way. And so you'll see truth and falsities of all kinds of things throughout your life. And it will challenge you. You'll go through some times of grieving. Some of you are missing out on some important details. Images in the clouds, repeated numbers, music lyrics that keep repeating to you when you're waking up in the middle of the night, or when you're working during the day and all of a sudden this song is playing in your head. That's Spirit's way of trying to get your attention and telling you some sort of message through the lyrics of a song. So look them lyrics up. You can look up almost any song on YouTube and find a video that has the lyrics. But this is talking about some sort of signs and synchronistic events or energies that maybe happen around you that some of you are not paying attention to. For a lot of you, it's just random flashes in your head, flashes of things that are to come, flashes of things that maybe you need to let go of or do, change, accept, what have you. Yes, 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 they're saying. I'm going to go ahead and read the bottom. For whatever reason, I was feeling that. It's the octopus, which is about changing your mannerisms, altering your appearance, doing things to either one, blend in, or two, not be noticed. And I feel like for a lot of you reading this reading, it's to not be noticed at this time. And I'm probably speaking to those of you who are like kind of newly awakened or realizing you're newly awakened, because a lot of times we want to be alone so that we can process what our emotions are going through, what we've learned, what kind of truth has been revealed to us. Maybe even some of you, I remember how huge of a deal it was when I first went out of body. It was just magnificent. First of all, it made me sicker than shit, but the timeless feeling, the feeling of being in a state of bliss, the weightless feeling, all of that was so magical. And it was just like this awing moment where I didn't want it to ever end. I wanted to just keep going back to it, even though I was vomiting and getting sick, and my dad had to put a cold wet rag on my neck and couldn't even open my eyes. It was something I was like, I got to do this every day. I got to get back to this. And I did. And I kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it to the point where I no longer get sick from it. However, something else that you guys could learn is that, when you quit doing those things that helped you to get there, you'll lose some of those skills, those abilities, those talents, those natural things that we have. You can, and I'm not saying that you lose them completely, but you'll kind of fall back a little bit to where you have to get back into doing what you was doing, or it's not going to be as readily to you, or it's not going to be as easy for you, what have you. So some of you may even be going through challenges with that. But let's see what kind of popsicle sticks we have today. Root chakra, foundation for life, security, stability, feeling grounded, able to withstand challenges. It's perfect for this reading today. I am connected with discernment. So using the gift of discernment is really going to help you, especially when it comes to letting go of something. It could be people, a job, a thought pattern, anything, a habit, codependency, or what have you. Anyway, I hope that you guys got something out of this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow 2002. If you're interested in a free reading giveaway at the beginning of the month, I ask that you like this video. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Instead of putting your name down in the comments, give me an I am affirmation or some sort of affirmation that is important to you or has helped you. So you'll be entered in to win as long as you have that affirmation in the comments along with liking this video. Thank you guys for anybody who is liking, sharing, subscribing, following, any of it. Thank you so much for your ordering of services. It's all greatly appreciated. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.